anybody in the stream, thank you very much for joining us for our D&D game. All right, so you guys were preparing. It's the next morning. What would you like to do?
Make sure I pack everything, especially my nice shiny braces.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those, just get that checklist going like 4 times over.
Yeah, definitely.
I'd like to go and like stock up on wine skins of wine and ale.
Wineskins of wine and ale. Well, there
Yeah.
will be some provided for the trip. But if you'd like to buy some extra, it won't be. It'll be like watered down ale and wine. Nothing, you can't be drunk while you're supposed to be guarding the caravan.
Yeah.
If you want to get some decent stuff, what?
No, nothing decent.
Nothing
I'm sure
decent.
Xerxes will beg to differ from that opinion.
Well, I
Science all about that cheap shit.
Yeah, man.
Well, a pitcher of wine. Sorry, Byron, you were saying?
No, I'm just saying, we're not here for the quality.
Just the quantity. Well, a pitcher of wine costs 2 silver pieces. So that'll be about the same as what's in a wine skin. And then a gallon of ale costs the same. Gallon
I
being
get like 10 skins.
10 skins. Alright, so 2 gold pieces worth.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Cool.
Done.
Cool. And then, are we all like clustered together when we're meeting up? I'm guessing somewhere.
Yeah, I think that you were told to meet them on the road exiting the town early the next morning. So, yeah, I should imagine you guys would all be coming from your various places of rest to meet up there.
Okay. I think when I'm waiting there for everyone, as soon as like each person of the party arrives, I'm gonna hand over some like a bag of cold trips to each of them.
Alright. So I need to do some transfers.
Yeah, I've got 6 of them. So.
Mickey! Sorry,
Hello.
sweetie. You are quite loud.
Sorry.
Okay, so Beirut, I will do yours first. You're getting some caltrops, courtesy of Cyan.
Hold on a second. I just want to check. I might actually have some already. So I can just increase the quantity. So just give me...
I don't see any in your inventory.
Apparently, I do not.
Yeah, so I'll hand him a bag of caltrops and a skin of wine.
Cool.
Or
Did that actually transfer? No. Why didn't it transfer? There we go. And a skin of wine. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Do you actually have skins of wine in your...
I don't know.
No worries. Let's quickly grab the items here, and then we'll
I
put
think
it
I
in.
know why your caltrops didn't transfer. Because I seem to have a crowbar, an extra crowbar now.
I'm 1 caltrop less now, by the way.
Yeah, that should be right.
Cool.
Wine skin. Is that 1 word? I don't remember. 2 words. Okay, never mind.
Cool. Hand it over to Barry, the 2 bags, and like, well, here you go. You never know what might happen up in the trip. It should be a road trip. It's gonna be fun.
Thank you.
Okay.
When have road trips ever been fun?
Well, if you bring enough wineskins.
Road trips always fun.
Okay, they don't have wineskins for some reason in this freaking game, so just add a wineskin, everybody, to your inventory, please.
Heck yeah.
I've got a wine.
Are you sure it wasn't a water skin that just got reskinned? Sorry, there's a lot of skin going on in this game.
I don't know. It's the adventuring gear, the skin full of wine. It might have been. I don't know. It seems.
Skin full of wine. Maybe I must just look for skin. Maybe that's water skin. Yeah, choose Bob. I don't see it. Xerxes. Let me just have a look in your inventory quickly.
Right on the bottom.
At the bottom. Wine skin. Standard adventuring gear. A skin full of wine. That is very interesting.
I love it when descriptions include the name of the thing.
Yeah, it's like, here is this thing. But what I can't figure out is why it would not be showing when I've got everything listed. Huh. Okay. It's something that's not too important. Just add it to your inventory and we'll figure it out at some point.
Cool, cool.
It might be something that I just failed to load. It's also a possibility. Alright, so everybody else must also get caltrips. Let me just do that quickly. It's like chucked all your stuff all over the place and it's not working properly for me for some reason.
Yeah, by the way, after I get the wine skin, I'll smell it. If it's got wine in it, I'll give it to Xerxes.
Okay.
Oh, so I must add 2 wineskins.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. Okay, thank you, but also wow. Do I
You
drink?
get drunk quicker.
Like I know I drink a lot, but wow.
Richard, still no joy logging in?
I'm still fucking restarting my computer.
Oh wow, okay.
I told you it's gonna take a while.
We'll circle back. And last one. Okay, 2 car carriers. Done. Alrighty, so is there anything else that you want to do before heading out of town? Anybody?
Nope.
Nope.
Good. Good to leave.
I would have made my last turns around the temple, but that's about it.
Me as well. Just go to the Abbey and see that the place doesn't burn down.
Alright.
Make sure that your second parrot's not dead.
I'm not gonna replace the first.
Is my coat and boots only going to be ready like by the time we come back? Probably,
You spent a couple of days now, so your coat and boots would probably be ready by now.
Raw.
You can pick it up on your way out of town.
So I'm now wearing crocodile skin leather boots and a fur coat. Still no clothes underneath.
Jeez.
All about those aerial views.
Remind me never to walk under you while you're flying.
You can try.
I can see how in every battle going forward, Xerxes is going to position himself above Corcarius. Alright.
I'll conveniently position myself away from him.
So when you guys head up the hill, it's actually conveniently close to the road that passes along alongside the Temple of Procan. So it's pretty easy for you, Carcarius, to see this gathering.
I got
throng.
that extra half hour sleeping.
Yeah, you got that extra. But what you see is like a group of people. There's about 30 people in total. You can see, now you see I want to say Ivor, but that's not the right word. Ingo, there we go. Ingo the drover is there, and he's busy talking to a very tall, lanky guy, wearing like a cloak, leather armor, and got a big blonde beard. It looks strange because this beard is like much wider than his face. It's just like this unruly mess of a beard. And they're busy discussing something, but you can see there's lots of other people. There's some halflings. There's a couple of dwarves with the group as well. The wagons and things, there's a couple of like proper carriages. There's also a bunch of wagons, covered and uncovered, some with just sailcloth and that over their goods, some like little hand carts. There's also a couple of peddlers that just have like tiny little carts being pulled by a donkey with all their various pots and pans and things on it. You even see like a gnome tinkerer that's also got some funny little contraptions and toys, basically, that he's busy securing and packing away on his little hand cart. And yeah, so as you approach them, you see this mess. You see, for those people who are not actually like sitting or will not be riding on wagons, there are horses. And Ingo the drover is actually standing next to the spare horses that were going to be arranged for your friend, Oceanus, and for Cyan.
Just saying, I still want Cyan to be on that tiny horse.
That is up to Cyan. Cyan, would you like to be on a tiny horse or a regular-sized horse?
Oh no, regular sized horse. Poor animal.
No, come on, you know you want that tiny horse thing.
No way, I'll break his poor back. I've got so much weaponry on me. And
You didn't care about my
This
horse.
coming from the guy who tried to jump on the one horse that couldn't take him.
Well, if it could hold Beirut, I reckon it could hold me.
Not with Beirut.
What? I don't get your math.
Well, at least you learned your lesson, hopefully.
Huh? Why? He said that.
Don't
Apparently,
remember what happened.
No, it's just darkness.
You. Yeah, well, do it again, you'll get darkness again.
Huh. Well, let's get going. I slap some bolts on the bum.
all right. So, as you guys all congregate and approach Ingo, he introduces you to the man that he was busy talking to, and he says, "Jackdaw, these are the heroes I was telling you about. These are the ones that saved the town on a couple of occasions, apparently. They are very highly spoken of by the town council, and I've arranged for them to escort you to Seaton, since they're apparently on their way there anyway, but we have some clerics that are always useful to have in such an excursion. It's not a long trip, but you never know. And of course, the sorcerer Xerxes with his mighty magics, and these other fine folks whose names I don't think I really caught. Except for the bard who was drunk under the table at my feet. Hello, Siren, how are you?"
And I'll just have Bums like sort of clear his throat in the Oak's head.
Clear his throat in his head. Sure.
Yeah, like, like how can you forget me, you know?
And yes, they have additional companions in the form of this little Drake, as well as this gentleman over here, who I believe they rescued from some smugglers. His name is Oceanus. I don't think he speaks the common tongue. And this guy, now that you've actually gotten closer to him, you actually see that he's not actually human. He's actually half-elf. And he turns to you and, well, not to you, to Oceanus, and he says in Elvish, "Welcome, sea brother. It is unusual to find your kind here."
In any instance with Oceanus, I'll probably just inadvertently translate for him.
All right. But since this guy is actually addressing him in Elvish, it's not a problem. You can translate for the rest of the party.
That's why. So initially, I probably would have started conversing, then he would have just switched.
All right. And yeah, so he basically just welcomes Oceanus and inquires what are you doing here? And Oceanus replies that he has a life debt to repay, and he wants to see a bit more of the above world, so to speak, of the dry world. And this Jackdaw, nods sagely almost, and says, "Well, you are welcome on this journey. Hopefully it won't be too busy." This is now back in the common tongue. He's addressing all of you guys. And he says, as long as you keep your eyes peeled, keep an eye out for trouble, we should be alright. I've made this journey many times. It's not very far away. It's only about a day and a half's travel. Maybe with these wagons it might be 2 days, depending on the condition of the road. The town scouts have only gone maybe about 5 to 10 miles out of town. And they reported that while some parts of the road are a little bit sludgy, in general they should be alright. I'm just a bit worried about some of the heavier wagons, but if we run into any problems, we'll tackle that when we get to it. Is anything you'd like to say to this chappie?
Well, we'll trust you to guide us safely there.
And he says, well, the guiding isn't so much of a problem. It's more
Just
about
roll
keeping the
first.
hotheads in line and making sure these damn merchants don't kill each other before we get there.
It sounds like a very difficult job.
You have no idea. They're a bunch of little bitches.
Oh.
They
Interesting
moan
phrase.
about everything. But yes, if everybody's ready, and he's raised his voice and he's now shouting to the entire group, and like most of them ignore him, so he puts his fingers to his lips and he just lets out this shrill whistle, and everybody turns around to look at him. He says, "We're leaving in 5. Finish up. Say your goodbyes." And you see some of the folks. There's a couple of women and kids as well. They obviously have people that are joined in this caravan. Some of the guards or the merchants themselves, and they peel off and wave and say goodbye. And Ingo turns to all of you and says, "Have a good trip, and I'll see you when you get back. Maybe even with some more work if you're up for it. Take care." And he walks away.
Bye.
And you see Jackdaw walks over to this very large black warhorse. It doesn't have any kind of barding or anything on it, but it is a beautiful animal. And he mounts and takes up a position at the head of this column, and as they start, everybody starts peeling off and pulling into more or less a straight line, one after one another, and it's quite long. I think in total there's probably around 15 wagons and carts and carriages and things. So I would like to know, as you guys are mounted, are you guys just going to take up positions on the sides, or where exactly will you guys be positioning yourself while journeying?
I'll probably be near center of the caravan,
All right.
just to any idiot that trips over their own ankle type thing to help them out.
Everybody else? Where's Beirut?
I'm not perceptive at all, so I'll be towards the back.
Towards the back. Cool.
I'll probably be close to the front.
All
Probably
right.
as close to the what's this dude? What do you call him?
The caravan master. Yeah.
And I'll also ask him where he got the nice horsey.
He says, "This was a gift from the elves of the Silver Wood."
Does he know where I can buy such a nice horsey?
These horses are specially bred. You will not be able to buy it.
Oh,
I'll also be a front-ish.
Frontish, okay?
Ish.
Well, let me put it this way. At this point, I've got Beirut in front, then Siren, then Carcarius. Then I've still got Carolus and Cyan that I need to hear from. Would you
Is there
guys
any-
be in the middle-ish as well?
Is there any dwarven caravans? Was it halflings and humans?
Please tell me he has to shack up with the halfling.
Nah. Rather not.
Sorry, I missed that a little bit. What did you say, Peter?
Is there any dwarven caravans?
Yeah, there's a couple of dwarven guys that are on a wagon. They actually, if you want to talk to them, they'll actually tell you straight. They actually are going partway to Seaton. They're actually going to drop off stuff at the dwarven mining operation.
Then in the first part of the journey, I'll ride next to them,
Okay.
and then when they leave the caravan group, then I'll just go with
Cool.
Cacarius or whoever
Move
needs.
to the taller folk.
Yes,
Hundreds.
away from the halflings.
away from the halflings. These halflings have got such a poor rep with you. I don't know why. Alright. So, as you...
I just want to be by Oceanus.
By Oceanus. Actually, I need to put Oceanus on this thing. I just realized. So I'll put you guys next to each other.
Yeah, maybe I'd like the back. Just chatting to him, preaching in Aquan.
still trying to get that conversion, huh?
Yeah.
Alright. So as you start moving out, about 2 miles out of town, you meet a 3-man squad of the city guard or town guard. Mounted up, you see they're carrying spears and bows, and they're just waiting there for a bit. And as you pass them, you see the caravan leader, old Jackdaw. Sorry, my brain is like really not working this evening for some reason. Jackdaw goes, stops, walks his horse over to them, and has a short conversation. And when he returns, he says to you, Beirut, do me a favor and just pass word down that the scouts, the town guard scouts, have said that it looks pretty clear this morning. They didn't encounter any travelers or anything funny along the roads. They just mentioned that there are some mist pockets about 7 or 10 miles out of town that we must just be extra cautious with.
And I'll just slow down, and as everyone comes past, I will relay the message down the line, and when I get to the end of the line, I'll ride back up to the front.
Alright, cool. Well, I mean, it's not like they're going very, very, very fast, so pretty easy to do. So, as you're traveling around, as you're traveling east down the road, you do see what they spoke of. I mean, there's large, basically like ponds that still haven't like dried up completely from the rainstorm, from those heavy rains for those days, and so there's like everything is green and lush. It actually looks beautiful. Everything smells clean still. But the road is a bit of a problem, and you do have to stop a couple of times just to give like an extra little bit of a push to a wagon or something that just hit a very soggy patch of ground, and with the heavier wagons that they were worried about. But you do get to a point where you notice little curls of mist. I mean, it's now about 8 o'clock in the morning or so, but this mist is curling around, and you see the terrain around you is mostly just like clear grassland with the coast off to your right, but there are some stands of trees, and this mist is curling around on the ground. But as you travel, it starts to get a bit thicker. It starts to take on the characteristics of an actual like a sea fog. And I'd like you guys to all make a perception check for me, please.
It's a 14 for me plus whatever my normal perception is.
Alright, I'm just going to open up your character sheet so I've got it in front of me.
I'm gonna get my laptop now and just get my D&D Beyond stuff up.
Sure, Andrews. Perception. Jeez, plus 5, so that's a 19 for you. Alright. Siren, it's actually very good for you, since you are up in the front as well. And
you know I'm not Siren, right?
No. I know, you're just behind Siren. But as you busy traveling, and it's about 11 miles out from Saltmarsh itself. No, wait, after all this time, it would not be morning anymore. It would now be approaching late afternoon. Say about 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But this mist persists. And You can hear what sounds like distant music coming from the north somewhere. It sounds spooky. It sounds out of this world almost. And as you travel a little bit further, the rest of you start to pick up on this noise as well. And you actually see some of the people in the caravan. There's a couple of the other guards. They start moving off towards the north. And I actually want to do 5 sets of rolls. I also need all of you to make me a charisma saving throw, please.
Uh-oh.
No.
Will you be charmed? I hate you, 20. That 20 just mocked me right there.
Okay, 6 plus whatever my mod is. So I'm fucked.
A charisma save.
Charisma save, yeah. So that's a 9 for you, Richard.
Oh,
no.
Jesus.
Oh no.
Okay, this is very interesting. The only 2 people, and I should actually do this for Oceanus as well, and please do one for Bims. I think he gets advantage on this.
Okay. Oh yeah, he does have
Magic resistance.
yes.
Oh shit. Oceanus rolls a 3.
Oh no.
Hey, I'm sure
Okay.
honest. Do you hear that beautiful music?
Oh yeah.
Siren.
He says to you in Aquin, he does. And he says, I think we need to go and find
so
it,
pretty.
don't you think? Yeah.
Yeah.
And you actually see, of the group, there's 10 other people that are just, like, they're getting off of their wagons, including the dwarves, are just climbing down.
As we
They've come
hear
to a
it,
stop.
I'm gonna mention to Zion, like, I think it's Procan speaking to us.
You guys are right.
No, this is Osprey. This is definitely Osprey.
If we die, it's Osprey. If we don't, it's Procan.
Oh, we could only be so lucky to be killed by her.
And as you, like, start moving off, and
Sorry,
it's like
who's saved? Or who's not?
Siren and Xerxes and Bims.
I also failed.
Everybody failed, yeah. So all of the rest of you guys who failed that roll, you all hear this hauntingly beautiful music, and you all feel compelled to, like, dismount, get off of wagons and things. And there's a group now of like 18 people just walking to the north.
How are we gonna stop that? Those. How?
It does take me a while to get off the horse because I need to get the ladder.
Something explosive. Just saying.
Maybe hurt them a bit. Maybe they just.
Yeah, I'm gonna slap the nearest person to me that is moving towards the sound and see what they do.
They just ignore your slap.
Oh god, they're under a spell.
Okay, I'm gonna follow. Do they like? How do they appear? Do they like? Are they walking like like lifeless zombies, or they look the same? Like, is it easy to copy the way that they walk?
Yeah, it's pretty easy. It just looks like they're casually walking towards the north, listening to this music. They've all got like their heads slightly cocked to the side, as if they're listening to something.
Okay.
Blend in for now and see what.
Isn't affected. I'm gonna walk up to her and say, "Hey, do you wanna check this out? I slapped this person. It didn't work.
Yeah.
Maybe we pretend to also be affected to see if we can get closer to the source and then make a call when you're closer."
Yes, I agree.
Right.
Is this sad thing? I'd just like to believe I'm hearing Led Zeppelin's immigrant song.
And then just give me a second. I want to just do something here.
There are a whole bunch of people that haven't been affected, like guards and stuff as well, right?
Yeah, there's a number of them, but they're like uncertain. And actually, one of the guys who's not affected by this is Jackdaw. And he sees that you guys are not, in the beginning, initially, you are not affected by whatever the hell this is. And he says, we need to follow them and see what is causing this. They're under some sort of spell, clearly, but I cannot leave these wagons unattended. I'll stay here with the rest if you will go see what's going on.
Will do.
Yes, follow us. It's a beautiful sound.
Of course it's beautiful.
So I was
Like,
gonna,
Siren, you're hearing what I'm hearing, right? It's just we need to walk towards this. It's fucking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Hypothetically, it's amazing.
Oh, God damn it.
Hypothetically. So as you walk for maybe a mile or two, and the terrain around you starts changing slightly. You see this mist is still thick about you, but there are patches where it like opens up, and you see there are these strange mounds. There's grass around you, and there's these sandy mounds that just rise up out of the grass, and at the foot of some of these mounds are like little pools and things as well. And I'm going to put you guys onto a map now, just so that you can see what the hell I'm talking about. But we're just having some issues here.
It's like actual sirens. Da-da-doo.
I'm just trying to make sure that I haven't forgotten anybody. And now for
this
you
ring,
guys.
Gordon.
Yes.
Like, if I don't obviously can't cast Fireball yet, but it's on the ring. Does that mean I can use it?
Yeah, you can. No, you can't. Because it only gains those properties once it's
Sure.
consumed fire elemental, so to speak.
That elusive fire elemental.
So, Siren and Xerxes, this group of people that have headed off, are you towards the back, middle, front? Where are you positioning yourselves?
Ooh, I think back is safest.
Yeah, I agree.
I can also take flight though, so like if I needed to.
I'll stay at the back.
Alright, I think I've got everybody. Oh, except for the one very important person. And... no, I'm missing somebody here. Bim, Siren, Xerxes, Beirut, Carolus, Carcarius. Cyan, where did you disappear to, my friend? Ah, there you are. Okay. And
Simon's busy
share.
preaching to all the other guys in the caravan.
Yeah, no, sounds like telling everyone that'll listen. Yeah, that's Osprey. That's what she sounds like.
Have you guys got the map? Richard, must I take a photo and send it to you?
No, I'm trying to get onto the Twitch stream now.
Okay, awesome. Alright, so yeah, you see these mounds. They're not very steep. They're only about 5 to 10 feet, at the most 10 feet. The higher ones are more conical shaped. The others flatten out a little bit. Yeah, so you see these guys, and they start to move all as a group. I'm trying to remember, how do you get the selection tool?
Is
That's
anybody else's map question marks?
Just one big question mark, but the rest I can see.
Probably still
I
loading.
would say
a little
yes,
bit.
but I'm looking at Gordon's stream, so no.
Oh,
Speaking of stream, how's that map looking on there? Okay, cool. And that's fine.
It's looking pretty. It's got the moving clouds and shit.
Just open that up a little bit more. And zoom in a bit. So you see all of this, and this sound that... I mean, you guys can hear this music still as well, you guys who succeeded on your save. But it doesn't seem to have that same enrapturing trance-like thing happening with you guys. But the rest of them start moving further in, and you see that there's a larger pool, and these guys are just being drawn in. Drawn in. And after
Is
a
the singing
while,
still continuing?
yeah,
Okay.
the singing continues this whole time.
We
And
don't source or anything like that.
you don't see a source of any kind. Or give me a perception check. You guys who are not charmed. You guys who are charmed don't give a shit.
Just saying, the only way I'll accept this is the immigrant song.
Can I be holding Oceanus' hand next to me?
Was almost a 20.
Because you are enchanted and entranced, I'd say yes.
Oh god. Poor Oceanus.
Alright.
Let's go. I tell Oceanus, let's go on an adventure. Ends up holding Cyan's hand, walking into death.
So, Siren and Bims, you don't see anything, but you can hear to your north, I must get my directions right, northwest and to the east of you, you can hear what almost sounds like the fluttering of wings. And you just start registering this noise when on a hill that's got a bit more rocks and things around it, you see a very unusual looking creature. Tiny. A tiny little creature. And I'm just trying to get it to actually select for me, and I don't know why it doesn't want to.
It's a fire elemental.
It's a death pixie. Let's be honest, it's a death pixie.
It looks like this. I don't know if this is now going to show you the name. I think it probably will, but let's just check. And you hear this voice say, "Look, boys, we've got ourselves some fat pockets here."
Why do you want to rob us? I'll think this, not say it out loud.
And it flutters a little bit closer.
I say, damn girl, you cute.
And
Wow.
that was
Still loading
Is it still loading?
the map and the picture.
Oh.
Mine's fine.
I wonder why it's going so slow tonight.
Observers see something dangerous and cute.
Observers see something dangerous and cute. Oh yes, observers still it like made like a huge picture of it. Where am I gonna dump this? Let's see. Maybe here somewhere. Alright.
There we
And
go.
it says then says, alright, let's take everything they've got. Look for treasures. If they've got any interesting weapons that we can maybe use. But I mean, these guys are like tiny. They're only maybe the size of your hand. These other ones, or this particular one, is a little bit larger. But around you, you notice more of them starting to just appear out of nowhere.
And the song still continues.
The song continues, and you can actually see that these ones that are around you on these hills, a couple of them continue playing little tiny fey instruments. And that's what's producing this strange music.
Which one looks like the leader of this whole group?
The one that stepped
As I'm
flew
walking
forward.
towards them, like, these guys
Oh,
fucking rock.
Can I subtly move closer to said leader without arousing
There's a
suspicion?
bunch playing this instrument though, right?
Say again, sorry, Alan?
There's a bunch of them that are playing some sort of instrument or whatever.
Yeah, there's a couple of them over here on this hill. Come on now, work. Why don't you? They playing the instrument. They're carrying on to play the tune, and like everybody else is just standing still. So, Siren, yeah, you can move forward if you want. You can try and do it stealthily by giving me a stealth roll to see if you can not draw attention to yourself.
Okay.
Yeah. And you see some of these little guys start whizzing around some of the caravan guys, and they are just like, they got like little swords that are just cutting purse strings, and then they lug it off, and then you see they go to that pond over there, over here, and they just drop it into the water. What would you like to do?
Well, if they're gonna come near me, I'm not gonna let them steal my stuff. That's not a vibe. You say there's only the top, the northwest. There's only those two that are playing instruments.
Yes.
Okay. I think I'm gonna cast Shatter on them.
Oh, okay.
If they're the only ones that are playing.
Is this something we can break away from, or
This is the opposite of what I wanted to do.
So I figure if I can get them to stop playing instruments, everyone's gonna wake up. And
I will say that because the shatter also create if I remember right, it creates a loud noise, or am I mistaken? Or am I thinking of something else?
No, it does. Sudden loud ringing noise. Painfully.
Thunderwave.
everyone knows we're here?
So I'd like you all to roll initiative for me first, please.
Wanted to before we just gonna put my suggestion there.
Oh, yes.
I wanted to suggest to her to make them stop.
Oh, you want to suggest to cast the spell? Suggest.
Yep.
All right. So we'll say that is happening at the same time. So who you going to try target the leader?
Yes.
All right.
Yes,
I will allow you to try and get that spell off.
Gordon, just check. Initiative is D20 plus Dex, right?
Yes.
Cool.
For you,
I got
it'll
a
be
1.
You got a 1.
You've got advantage, don't you have that shield?
Oh yes, I got my shield with me. Thank fuck.
This is true.
Cool, that's a 19.
That's quite a big swing. You got a +0 to initiative, so 19.
No, that's what I was asking, because I rolled a 1. I was like, oh, please, fuck, let there be something. But
also roll for BIMs, please, Alan, and then I'll roll.
Straight Dex or what?
Yeah, straight Dex.
With the C.
With the C, yeah. Damn, Oceanus is like rolling shit. You got a 5, and Dex for BIMs is a 13. Cool. Alrighty then. So I will allow you to attempt this. Since Siren is, wow, you guys really rolled well for your initiative.
We wanted to do thing.
You can do your thing first.
Yay! I hope it works.
Attempt it. Hey, I see Richard connecting.
Yep. Slowly but surely.
Awesome.
Wait, did it fail?
Holy shit, it actually failed.
Yeah.
So what was your suggestion?
Tell your people to stand down.
I just want to read the spell quickly.
They need to stop.
I know it has a specific word. No, am I thinking of command? You suggest a course of activity. Yeah.
Command's a single word.
Limited to a sentence or two.
So you're telling him to stop doing what he's doing, or tell your people to stop.
Tell your people to stop.
So immediately after your spell takes effect, he starts yelling, "Everybody stop what you're doing!" But the other one that looks very similar to them, their clothing is a little bit different, but they could be twins almost. He says, "What the fuck you talking about? Rob them! That's what we're here for! What's gotten into you?" And like the rest of them are like stuck in indecision for a second. Wherein Xerxes casts Shatter.
Yeah. Okay, you have to do them separately.
You can, I think for Shatter, because it's an area of effect spell, you should just control click on both of them.
Effect on creature. Wait, let me just put that on the creature. because it's concentration.
Alright, so on his turn, he's going to attempt to stop things again. Oh, damn! They failed those constitution saves. So roll your damage for shatter.
Glory, glory. What's your queen's name again?
Oh, Glasgow.
Oh, you have sacrifices now.
So throughout the, I don't know actually what you would call it, throughout these mounds and this little bit of a hilly terrain, there's this sharp ringing noise. And on your turns, each of you guys will be able to make that save again, but with advantage, because of this ringing noise, like shocking you to your senses again. So with the suggestion spell, can you keep on making suggestions? No, it's just that one suggestion. Hey?
Yeah, but I
Alright.
need to keep up the concentration.
Cool. And so Xerxes, those two that were on that mound, not only do you shatter their instruments, you shatter their little bodies, and you just see these mushy things fall to the ground.
Cool.
And yeah, that will end your turn unless you want to move.
No. Yeah, I guess let me move. I doubt they can go faster than or move more than 35 feet, so that I'll move 35 feet away from the nearest one.
All right.
Well, the maximum or up to 35 feet away. So it's 35 feet away from me.
Well, you are currently sitting about, what's that? 20 feet away from the nearest one.
So I can just move like sort of hear it.
All right. Cool.
I'm not going to cast anything on those. Sorry, not on that front.
Alrighty. So, Calcarius, on your turn, please give me. Are you in the game quite yet?
I'm trying to load now. Just got character selection, but I'll roll naturally.
Okay.
It's
a charisma save, so d20 plus 3.
It's 16, 19.
19. Okay. So all of a sudden, with this sharp ringing noise in your head, you come to your senses and you look around you and are like, what the fuck are these things?
Just as a question, it's with advantage, right?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to roll again just to see.
Sure.
Okay, no, it's 19.
So you wake up and you just see these little fairies basically around you, and you see one is one actually next to you. Yeah, not quite. They're next to the commoners at this point, but you can actually see they're like reaching and like grabbing coin pouches and things from these other merchants and things that you walked here with, apparently, because there's no horses, there's no wagons.
Yeah.
You're you've come to your senses, but you find yourself a bit confused.
So the one behind me, to the right of me, and just off to the front of me.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast. Actually, I just want to double check. Bane. What does Bane do at second level?
I think it affects more targets.
4 targets. Plus 1 targets. So the 3 with the wings that I can see on the map,
Mm-hmm.
and then the one with the bow, picture wise. So pretty much the 4 closest to me.
All right. That's what you're going to cast Bane on.
I'm casting Bane on.
Sure. Let me get them selected. That's a saving throw, I believe.
Yeah. Which
Come on
should
now.
be-
Looks like Unity's a little bit slow this evening. Where the hell is Bane?
I'm actually.
You
Bane?
don't have Bane prepared. Oh, no, you do. Sorry.
No, I should.
I didn't see it. So let me just make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4 creatures. Cast. Oh, damn. Okay.
God damn it.
So 2 of them fail and 2 of them succeed.
Why Why does DC 15 seem so low? Oh wait, it's charisma, it's not wisdom. Why? God damn it. Wait, is that right for Bane? Is it a charisma save?
I will open it up and have a look.
So,
No, charisma saving throws.
Yeah, but then is it against my charisma or is it against my wisdom as a spell?
No, it's against your wisdom, your spell
Then that
DC.
needs to change.
Why?
Well, because my wisdom is +5.
So it should be 8 plus 3 plus 5. No, it's not. Ah, come on now, Fantasy Grounds. What are you doing? I'm trying to get to... Your wisdom is +5. I'm having a blonde moment where I can't remember how you calculate the spell save DC.
8 plus proficiency plus.
So it is that.
Plus modifier.
Okay, so it will be 15 then.
Then it will be 15.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, it's been too long since we played. I blame you.
Oh, gee, thanks. All right. So yeah, 2 of them are now baned and have that lovely modifier to their attacks and saves and things. What else would you like to do?
No one's injured yet, eh?
No.
Then I shall bring forth my swarm of narwhals.
Swarm of marbles? Oh, narwhals. I misheard. All right. You can't. Spiritual weapon,
Bonus action.
but it is also uses a spell slot.
Yeah, spell slot. God damn it.
It's been too long.
It's been too long.
Yeah, it really has.
I don't think you guys have cast any combat spells in like a month.
And I don't have any cantrip that will go for a bonus action, so... wait, can I get a map on my side?
You certainly can. I'm going to share it just into you. Where's Carcarius? There we go.
There we go. Cool. So, you know what I'm going to do as a bonus action is, I believe this is a bonus action. No, god damn it, that's an action. Can't even do my Radiant Soul because I'm fucking action.
Can't do diddly.
Run!
Well, run away! I'm surrounded by people and people I hate.
You can
Wait,
pass by them.
What's that supposed to mean?
The
Nothing.
people trying to kill us are the people I hate.
You can run that way.
Now, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move that.
All right.
Actually, they're just to help people out.
Surely. So that if that ends your turn,
Yeah.
hit the next active button. Carolus, you have advantage on a charisma saving throw for me, please.
So, 0 multiplied by 0 is still 0, eh?
Yes, but you do get to roll 2 dice.
Okay.
Oh wow. Okay, no.
That's,
So Carolus is just standing there, like tapping his feet, like just listening. No, he's not. Yeah, he seems to be listening to something, even though the music has actually stopped. He's still just entranced and tapping his foot, listening to the song in his head.
yes, I can hear things other people can't.
Which is not something to be proud of. All right,
Okay.
so
So I'm still entranced.
you are still in trance, so you
Okay.
do not have an action list to it. Okay, so this creature is the one that was suggested under the suggestion spell from you. So he's going to resume his argument with his brother and say, "But the nice lady says we gotta stop."
Yeah, exactly.
And he sounds like a petulant child as he says this. And again, because they're right after one another, the other one says, "You're being stupid now. Snap out of it. We're under attack." And he is going to attempt something now. He is going to... I just want to check, read this up quickly. Blah, 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 blah. Yes, okay. He is going to turn invisible, so you don't see him anymore. And... yeah, you don't know. You hear the wings fluttering, but it's gone. And out of the... blue, it is the end of his turn. Now the fun part begins. These commoners...
As long as it's not a dragon, I'm fine.
Go.
Alright, that commoner is awake, and he looks down and he's like, "What the hell is going on here?" There's this little thing next to him, and he's going to use his action to run away like a little girl.
To the
He starts
cart.
scrambling. Okay, he's only got half movement, so he gets to about there. The next one... actually, these guys also have advantage. That's a natural 20. So he also wakes up. Which one is he? This one. He's also going to use his disengage action. And he's going to run towards the guys that have swords. And weaponry. And then this guy...
Out of context, that sounds like a terrible idea.
Wow, these guys are actually doing very well with their rolls. So, commoner number 2 is also awake, and he just starts running in this direction. Commoner number 3 is... oh, he's still transfixed in place. Commoner number 4... he succeeds. Doubly so. 15 and a 17 on the roll. And he is which one? So he's going to use his action to disengage and run the fuck away. Commoner number 5. Is still entranced. Number 6. Sorry, folks, this takes a little bit of time. I could do it as a group, I suppose, but I don't think that works. He also fails. She. Crikey. Now all of them are failing in a row. Okay, this one succeeds again. That's number 8. Where's number 8? And number 9 fails and is staying in place. Alrighty, and that brings us to Beirut. So Beirut, you can also make your charisma saving throw with advantage now. And you are still stuck in place, entranced by the music. Which brings us to Bims. What's Bims doing, Ellen?
I don't think Bims can really do anything. Wait, these are little like pixies, man.
Famous last words.
Hopefully not. Make with the stabbies with the stingy stings. Probably the one that's closest. Probably on the. Right, let's do the one on the embankment on the left.
Oh, I didn't show what the other little guys look like. I like that. They're very cute.
I'm gonna go stab him in the face.
Gordon, which one's actually baned?
It is number. Number 3. Creature number 3, which is where? Shit.
3. So the 2 around me.
Yeah.
That's
lucky. Okay, so you say
It's
Bims
not like it's fortuitous.
Bims is going to fly up to which one, Ellen? That one. On the hill.
Yeah.
Cool. And he's going to do what?
So, melee weapon attack.
Unfortunately, the little bastard is quick. And Bims misses.
Yeah, alright.
Alright, so that ends Bim's turn.
Yeah.
Now, this little bugger is dead. Obliterated by a shatter spell. This little bugger is also dead. Okay, this is one of them that is next to you, Alan. Richard. And it is going to do what? Let's see.
Try me, short shit.
I'm just trying to see. I believe, yes, I did believe correctly.
I don't like the
So
sound of
right next to you, this thing disappears. Whoop. Just pops out of existence.
nothing that gains reaction or.
You can attempt to make a, if you want to try and make a melee attack. You can hear it's fluttering away. So you can make a melee attack with disadvantage.
Do a random swing in the air.
Yep. That's literally what it is. You don't know where it disappeared. You're just going like a fly swatter, just hoping you're going to hit something.
I'll live with that.
Holy Moses. Okay. So, yes, that will hit it. So roll your damage for it.
That was creature.
That was creature number 3. I'll make it appear again.
Okay.
Come on now. Why aren't you working? Oh. Fantasy Grounds is like stalling slightly. Alright. So now you'll be able to target it. Okay, so it like starts flying off at one hell of a speed, but your hammer just manages to clip it, and it just crushes it. And it just, this like this little projectile that pings off of your hammer. Kang!
Trident.
Oh, trident, sorry. I keep on saying hammer. Don't know what's wrong with me. And it is
I
dead.
just do like one of those like spin flares and clip it with the edge of it.
Yeah. Creature number 4 is going to say, "What the shit? This is going sideways, folks. We better get out of here." And it sees you kill one of its buddies, Richard, so it's going to attack you. And it actually can move 40 feet. Shit. I didn't realize that in the beginning. And it is going to shoot you with its short bow. A 20 to hit.
That
Will
should,
hit.
because
So, something to keep in mind. This is a tiny little short bow. So you take 1 point of piercing damage as this like needle sprouts from you. And you succeed.
Like, between the plates in my armor.
Mm-hmm. But now you need to do a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Okay. Why am I doing a con save?
You feel a strange burning sensation where that needle
No,
hit
but
you.
it's just automatically did the concept.
No, the con save is for your concentration, for your Bane spell.
Oh yes, Bane is concentration. I forgot about that. Okay, and then you need a con save, just general.
Yeah, just a general con save. Oh, that's a failure. So you are poisoned. You feel weird. You feel almost giddy. And you are so freaking lucky. Because if you had rolled a 5 or lower, you would have been unconscious.
Oh, jeez.
So you are poisoned for the next minute.
God damn it.
And that brings us to creature number 5. Mambo number 5. And he's going to take out this tiny little sword, but to his size it would be a long sword. And he's going to take a swing at Bims.
So to Bims is
Slay the dragon! And misses. They're just like flying around one another, like swinging and missing the whole time. Which brings us to creature number 6, who is next to you, Richard. And he's going to attempt the same shit. And he's going to try to turn invisible. But you can make your opportunity attack with disadvantage again, please. Oh, no, you can't. You don't have your reaction.
Nope.
So actually, he will not turn invisible. He's just going to fly the fuck away. To...
Cowardly shit, I shot after him.
15, 20, 30, 40 feet away. And he's going to say, "You killed my cousin, you bastard!" And he's going to shoot you as well.
With Bane.
With Bane, unfortunately. And, 16 misses, unfortunately. And that will end its turn. Which brings us to Cyan. So, Cyan, you get to make your charisma saving throw with advantage now.
Dope. Okay, so I'll just...
Scraping the bottom of the barrel, yeah. Come on, you know you want to fail. Fail it. Fail it.
So...
Damn it! So you wake up.
For a second, I thought that was a nat 20.
It might as well have been. So you are awake and fully conscious once more.
Cool.
What would you like to do?
I look around and I just see this clusterfuck all around me. And I pull up my crossbow because I'm not chasing after no fairies. So I'm pull up my crossbow and I'm gonna take a shot at number 4, identified creature.
All right.
4. So I roll this. That.
Oh damn! That's a
roll
natural 20.
And then I do just roll my damage onto
Yeah,
it.
you just roll your damage onto it.
Get fucked.
It's like this. Compared to its size, it would be like a human being hit by a ballista bolt.
So it's just instant vaporization.
Yeah, pretty much. Little wings and arms just flutter to the ground.
Kind of a side just going like swinging. It's just this puff of like pixie, not even dust, just like mist.
And I shout out to them, "Don't you dare impersonate my goddess!" I start looking for another target.
Cool. And do you want to move anywhere? Not. Yeah. So Oceanus.
I did give him a crossbow.
You did, but he first needs to make his charisma saving throw with advantage. Let's see what he does. He gets a 19, so he is also awake. And he says in Elvish, "What is going on here? Why are we
Shoot
being
the
attacked
torch
by
one."
the Fey folk?"
Kill them! Kill them all!
And he's you see for a moment he's like very, very confused, but he trusts you guys, so he's going to do exactly that, and he's gonna take a shot at the one that Siren has got enchanted, because he doesn't know better, and it's the closest
That's
one.
fine.
And he misses, unfortunately. And he says in Elvish, "What do I do now?" And he's gonna run back to join Xerxes. Observer is just watching. Which brings us back to Siren.
They're all so far away. Do I lose concentration if I cast another spell?
If you cast another concentration spell.
Oh, okay, so... Cool.
But if you cast just a normal spell, it's just you just cast it.
Cool. I shall viciously mock the one I have suggested.
Alright.
Gonna mock them.
And how do you mock these guys? Come on, you've got to tell us. What do you call them?
It's really hard. For IRL, it's really hard for me to mock someone. But
You've got a small penis.
Your brother was right. You are an idiot.
Alright. So he needs to make a saving throw of some sort.
Let's see. Yeah.
And he fails. So this will end the effect of the
suggestion, yes.
suggestion. Alright. Actually, did it? Oh, it did actually do it. And he had advantage on that saving throw, and he still failed.
And then here's your damage.
4 points
and
of damage.
Here's an effect I need to put on you.
Okay.
Gets disadvantage on attack rolls. Here you go.
That's nasty.
Good
Damn
day,
bards. Good day, sir.
And I shall just be right over here. Thank you very much.
Alrighty. Then you can end your turn.
Yes.
And that brings us to Xerxes. So Xerxes, shit has gone down. Tiny little pins are being fired from bows. A tiny sword has been drawn on your dragon. What are you doing?
I am going to. I think it's been a while since I've used this crossbow. Or wait, I can actually. Is firebolt basically the same?
I think Firebolt has got a bit better range.
1d10 versus 1d8 plus 4. That's 40 or 50 feet away odd. The crossbow should be sufficient. 80 feet, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot. How far is this dude? Yeah, I'm going to shoot at number 4.
Alright. Go for it. Wait, number 4. Isn't number 4 dead? I just want to make sure. Did I forget to delete him? Yes, I did. Sorry.
How'd number 4 died?
Evaporated him.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, you evaporated and ran away, right?
I didn't move.
So, who are you redirecting your aim at?
So hard to keep track when they're tiny.
Do I have to roll to see if I hit again?
So you're attacking number 5. No, we'll say that roll counted. Number 1. Yeah, you will, because it's a different type of creature. Wait, this is a 16. Let me just check.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that hit.
It barely hits.
Okay.
5 points of damage. Awesome. Alrighty. And anything else you want to do on your turn?
I'm just gonna say to everyone that's running away. No, actually, YOLO. What is? I'm just gonna do nothing.
Alright. Carcarius. What to do?
Honestly, I don't know because it's not worth burning second level spells for this shit. Let's see. Look at. I'm Sacred Flaming number 6 that's running away from me.
Alright, go for it. Oh, it fails. Just because of the Bane. Damn it.
Bane is a beauty. Ooh,
Ow.
that is
Jeez.
nice.
And it just explodes into fairy dust.
Yay!
Sparkly little glitter
Well,
just falls to the floor.
Move here between. Actually, how far is that? I want to say. Nope, that's too far. Too far. I'll move here in front of the commoners.
Alrighty. You gonna move yourself there, or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
I'm just still linked to the dead one somehow.
Anything else? Oh, you're still targeting it. That's why.
Is that target or is that looks like a?
No, it's
protection?
target.
Oh.
It's target. Here we go.
Nah, there we go. Yeah, that's pretty much all I can do.
Alrighty.
But when you can kill something with a cantrip, so be it.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, take the win. So, Carolus, you are still entranced. You can now make a regular charisma saving throw for me, please.
So I've been downgraded.
Yeah, because you no longer have that shock of that ringing. Oh no!
Oh, jeez.
Carolus is still just like, he's not humming to himself. It doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even sound like the song that they were playing. But he's going. He's going. He's fine. He's in his own world. And this creature is now fully awake, and he's very angry. He's like shakes his head for a second and he says, "She's a witch! She's a witch!"
What?
And he's going to cast Spike Growth. And
Honestly,
now,
I feel it's weird that people in like a D&D setting would be calling people witches. Like their neighbor probably costs more shit than a witch does.
True. I just want to try get the spell thingy.
They're just scared of me, it's fine.
I'm looking for... it's
It's
on the
like
tokens.
5-year-old
That's
kid next door conjures a mushroom. Witch,
It's-
burn him!
right. Hey, you never know.
Drown him. Stone him. What?
Is he a duck?
No, the way the same as a duck.
That's what I'm
Wow.
looking for.
Wait, how do you know that?
Well, if he floats, he's a duck. If he doesn't, he's not a duck.
Now,
I mean,
the
it's
duck
easy.
also floats.
So,
Small
from the
rocks.
ground, you see these writhing plants start coming out and start like wrapping things around you. And now, for some other reason, there is no thing for it. So I'm going to just use the snare icon. if it will
Yeah. Oh, that's fine.
pop in. And
Oh, look. It's a rope.
20 foot. 20 foot. 20 foot. I need to get the thing right. There we go. So everybody in that area, I've got to see how he's going to cast. He's going to cast for maximum effect, but he particularly wants to get the witch. So he's going to cast it like so-ish. Can he get? No, you won't be able to get. But anybody moving through this thing, so basically the ground on a 20-foot radius centered on the point twists and sprouts hard spikes and thorns. The area becomes difficult terrain for the duration. When a creature moves onto or into or within the area, it takes 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet it travels. Alright. So, you have been warned.
What?
And then he is going to attempt to take the high ground. And he's going to fly that way. His flight speed is 60 feet. He can get a bit further away. And that will bring us to the second creature, which is actually invisible. And you don't know where it is, but it is going to fire an arrow at Carcarius. Just need to make sure of the range. Oh no, he's going to have disadvantage on this attack because he's got a tiny little bow. Oh, actually, wait. Will he? No, you know what he's going to do? You see this creature come into being again up on the hill. And why won't it do it? There we go. And he wiggles his fingers at you, Richard, in your general direction. And I just need to get the spell open up quickly, because if I remember right, it's actually an area of effect as well. 60 feet, yeah, he's within range. A 20-foot cube in range is outlined in blue, green, or violet light. For them, it will be violet light. And their 20-foot cube is going to include Cyan, Carolus, Carcarius, and Beirut. So I will do this manually by targeting you. And hello, why didn't that work?
What save is it?
What? It is a dex save, but for some other reason, it's like not actually targeted you guys.
So that means you autosave.
No, that does not mean you autosave. Oh, it's because I didn't. No, I did have you guys selected.
Make sure you've got him selected before you try and target from him.
I did. That's what's weird. It's gonna tell it to. No, don't roll it. I want to get this figured out because I need to know why it's doing this.
Just saying, on the third attempt, I rolled a nat 20 locally.
Nice. I'm gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. I don't know why the stupid thing is not working.
Fourth attempt was a 2.
So, dex saving throw.
Oh, damn. That's another nat 20. I like this dice.
Alright. So,
I can live with that.
as he casts Fairy Fire on you guys.
Really? God damn it.
Yeah, fairies. Of course they're going to use Fairy Fire.
Want to take the nat 20 that I rolled at home?
Nope. Nope. Not while we've got Fantasy Grounds ready.
Oh! Fuck it, I love this dice. Like, I just randomly rolled it again. It's another fucking nat 20. 3 times in a row.
Nope. That dice is banned. You're not allowed to use
and then
it.
that while I was having my rant, I rolled a fucking 18. Now I'm 17. God fucking, please, can I use this die?
Okay, let's get back on track. Where's the commoner number 1? I've lost him. Commoner number 1 is running away. And he's going to use his dash action, so he's actually going to disappear completely. He's running back. He's hauling ass back to the caravan. Commoner number 10 is doing exactly the same thing. Commoner number 2, if I remember right, he was actually still charmed. So let's give him his roll. Single one. Oh, and he makes it with an 18, so he's going to start hauling ass as well. And he'll also be able to leave the area of the map. Commoner number 3. Will you succeed? Who knows? He does with a 17. Damn. So he's going to start running. He can run 60 feet. So he'll get around there-ish. And commoner number 4. Yeah, he's also going to be able to run off the map. Commoner number 5. I've lost him. Oh shit, commoner number 5 is in the mass of thorns and briars.
Oh,
So he's going to take 2d4, like he's on the edge of it. 2d4 damage from that. Spike growth, where's that 2d4? And now... So he takes 3 points of damage, but he does manage to get out, but he's looking very fucked up by the time he exits there. And he's going to run. That didn't delete him though. Why? Did I choose the wrong commoner? Oh shit, I think I got rid of the wrong commoner. This guy's supposed to be the one. Well, he would also be able to run. Shit. Okay. Commoner number 7 is also enchanted. Wow, that was a 17 and then flipped over to a 7. So he's still just standing there in place, screwy. And commoner number 8 is out of there. Which brings us to Beirut. So Beirut, you are still charmed and standing still. No advantage.
Oh, okay, just a natural.
It's just a straight roll.
Okay.
Which means you are still enchanted. Bims, who is still in his...
Snap the fuck out of it.
He's still in his duel with the one fairy. What is he doing?
Same thing.
Bite him.
Sting him.
You're gonna sting him. Shit. Alright. You gonna do the roll? That hits! I first thought it was gonna be a 3. So this poor bastard is gonna take a lot of damage. He just dies. He's like hanging on the end of the stinger, and Bims is trying to furiously shake it off. And will that end Bims' turn, or is he gonna move?
I wanted him to say for Glacier, but I don't think he can talk. No, I don't think he can. I'll have him just chill right where he is.
Alrighty. That brings us to creature number 5. Oh, his mortal combatant. And this guy is going to try and... No, he's not going to try anything because he's dead. Sorry. Brain fart. This guy is also dead. So that brings us to Cyan.
I'm gonna take another shot at creature number 2.
Alright, so you're not moving.
Nah.
As the ground around you is just thorns.
Yeah, no.
That unfortunately will miss.
Damn it. Okay. Damn.
Alrighty, so Oceanus is going to see that the tides have turned a little bit, and he's going to try and scramble up on this hill so he gets a better advantage. How far away is that? That is 60 feet, so he'll be able to shoot with his light crossbow. And he's going to take a shot at creature number 2. Ah, shit. He's crap with this bow. He misses.
Gotta train him. Like I gave it to him without training, so it makes sense.
Yeah, it does. They don't have crossbows underwater. So, what are you doing, Siren? You are surrounded by thorns.
Oops. How do I get rid of thorns?
You do, well, you can, if you can dispel magic, you can attempt to dispel the magic. Oh, so you're breaking up there?
No, nope. No dispel magic.
No dispel magic. So you can move, you'll just take 2d4 piercing damage. But you can, luckily you're on the edge of this thing, so you move 5 feet and...
I'll move out of it. I'll take the damage.
Alright. So 2d4, where are we? Come on now.
I get stuck in my fur.
Luckily it rolled really shitty, so you make that concentration save with flying colors. Yeah, you are out of the thorns. There's like some cat fur left behind.
No.
What you doing?
Well, they're too far away now. Stupid things, whatever they are.
Yeah, my Bane's dead in the water, isn't it? Or
Why?
is, what the fuck is it? Run away is still Bane.
But I think it got killed.
Well, there were 3 of them around me, but I can't remember if number 2 ran away from me and was baned or not.
Not creature number 2, no. That one wasn't. It was 2 of the smaller fairies.
So Bane is gone.
Mickey?
Yeah, there's nothing I can do.
And you want to move? You can still move. You only moved 5 feet.
Yes.
You could go around the thorns.
You want me to chase these? Wait.
No, but I don't want you to do anything. What are you doing?
Wait. I do have a crossbow. I forgot about that.
Yeah, but you've used it to pretty good effect in the past.
So 5, and then that's 15, 20. Can I walk around like that? Yes.
You'll be climbing up a little bit, but yeah.
My climbing speed's the same, so it's fine.
Yep. You sink your claws into the mound.
I am cat. Let's try and shoot this one.
Alright, go for it.
Yeah. Oh, that 19, why?
So a 9 will definitely not hit it.
Oh well.
And that brings us to Xerxes. So Xerxes, what are you doing?
Okay. I'm also going to move up.
Alright. You flying up.
Well, towards them.
Alright. So where exactly are you heading to? Alrighty. And then?
And then I'm gonna shoot that dude there, the closest one.
Go for it. Shoot it with what? Bow.
Crossbow.
Okay. That's a hit.
Again, a 1.
And it saves on its concentration with a 19, thank goodness. Anything
Yeah,
else?
okay. That's all I can do, really.
Sure. So then next up is Carcarius. What you doing, Richard?
Which of these fuckers looked weak? Which of between 1 and 2 looks weakest?
At this point, it's difficult to tell.
Okay.
I think they're about the same.
Okay, well, D4 to the rescue. 1 second. Cool. Number 2 is getting a guiding sacred flame.
All right.
Let's see, yeah.
Okay, it was a natural 20 for its success.
God damn it.
I don't think you would beat a 28.
No.
You
What
cast your
fucking
spell,
cantrip is
but
gonna beat a 28.
you feel like the spell should be taking effect, but it just seems to shrug it off. Do you think that these creatures might be resistant to magic?
You know what's gonna happen out of frustration?
What?
A giant fucking narwhal is gonna appear above his head.
Oh, okay. You can summon that within 60 feet, eh?
I'll double check. No. Yep.
Okay, cool. So then it's in range. So that is a hit. 1 point of damage. Ding. Oh, great. This magical
Goddamn.
narwhal appears and just...
So we've now
scrapes
established
him.
the narwhal's hit. Whether they hit well or not is a different story.
Correct. It's still valuable data, so... Alright,
Yeah.
so that brings us to... Carolus, if you've got nothing else you want to do. Hey, Richard?
No,
Okay.
that's me.
Alright, Carolus, you are still charmed.
Last chance.
Holy shit! Grief.
Well, my job was done.
Okay, so you are still drumming your foot against the ground and listening, and this guy that's sitting on top of the mountain, he shouts to his buddy, "They've killed everybody! We should get out of here!" And he's going to attempt to... Well, he doesn't need to attempt it. He's just going to turn invisible. And this pond that you saw them... They actually, both of them, because their turn is at exactly the same time. They both going to turn invisible. And that pond that you were looking at where they were like taking the bags and dropping them into, it glows for a second. And there seems to be like a little bit of a whirlpool that forms. And these creatures... You hear what sounds like a tinkling noise and water for a second, and they just whoop disappear into the pond. And it's at that point that Carolus, you are no longer enchanted. Beirut, you are also no longer enchanted. And the thorns that had grown up around you just start shriveling up and dying and shrinking back into the ground. Oh shit, what did I do?
What happened to Horsey?
We'll die.
Everyone is dead.
I obliterated everybody by saying delete all tokens instead of just delete token. But
Transport.
Like one of the gods sneezed and just obliterated everyone.
so let's just, for the sake of this, you guys are still standing there with all of this happening. Is there anything that you would like to do as the rest of you now come to your senses? You see the couple of commoners that were left over there are also now like shaking their head, blinking their eyes, wondering what the hell they're doing in this weird place. Why aren't they by their wagons?
Where's my Horsey?
Your horsey is back at the ranch.
Well, if I've just come out of my trance, I would be saying, "Where's my Horsey?"
All right. Is there anything you guys would like to do?
Yeah, go over to the water and
Yeah.
I want to see if there's treasure in there, if they'd been dumping stuff in there.
Alright.
Yeah.
So you go up to the water. Make an investigation check for me, please. Anybody who's checking the water out.
If they told me about everything, then I'll go check as well.
Alright.
Nope.
No.
Yeah, come on, come on. There's treasure apparently. They drop all their shit in there.
Okay, now you can come.
So, alrighty. So you find one of the pouches was dropped just before getting into the water. You also see that at the nice one,
Wow.
Vim's writing.
Wow.
But yeah, Corolla's with that investigation. You also find some coins in the silt of this pond. Some cold gold coins and things. Not a hell of a lot. With that merchant sack, you don't know whose exactly it was. You don't know if it was one of them that was dropped in. But it looks like, as you're looking in this muddy soil, you can also see that after you clear some of the silt and that away, digging up these pouches, underneath that silt, you start seeing, but there's like a stone slab underneath. And you shift some of that mud and crap off of this stone sheet, and you see patterns. They look like spirals that are like overlapping one another. And there is some strange writing along the edge. It looks like this was a piece of something else that had sort of been broken off. The one side, the right-hand side of it, is a little bit jagged and seems to be missing from somewhere or something. So, do any of you guys read Undercommon?
Undercommon.
I don't think so.
I just comprehend languages and then read it.
Ooh, okay. So, casting comprehend languages, like the letters, the symbols glow and flicker and spin before your eyes before resolving into something that actually makes sense to your mind. And what it tells you is that beware the gates to the unseelie court. And then the rest of it is like broken off on that broken off section.
Okay. I'll repeat this.
And if you would like, you guys can give me... What would this be? Either a history check or an arcana check, possibly.
Can help with history and arcana, if anyone is up for that.
Anybody?
I'll do
Why not just
history.
as bad as each other?
Should we be proficient?
Yeah, I'd say you need to be proficient with it.
Then I won't be doing either.
Okay.
No, I'm proficient in neither of them.
Xerxes is fine.
Does it look like a horse?
What?
Because that can help with animal handling.
No, none of it looks like a horse. This is more about remembering some strange bit of knowledge. So, Xerxes, when Siren reads, casts her spell and reads what it says on the stone slab underneath this pool, you remember something that you read in one of your old master's books. You know that there's a lot of folklore in the region, particularly with the proximity of the Darkwood as well, or the Dreadwood, sorry, not the Darkwood. Do you know that because of these places that have this intrinsic link to the other planes of existence, there are some pathways that can be magnified and made easier to traverse by using these so-called portal stones. And you think that this is one of them. But this particular one seems to be attuned, and this warning is probably put on there... Sorry, somebody's music. Put on there as a warning to tell people not to actually approach this stone, but where it came from, you're not sure. because there's nothing else. There's no runes or anything near it. But you know that the Unseelie court is basically the court of the Dark Fae, the Dark Fairies. They are not like your normal pixies and sprites and things that are mischievous, but more good-natured. These things are a little bit more sinister. They tend to revel in inflicting pain on people. They're not very nice fairy folk. So you can understand where this warning comes from.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, it makes, like I said, it makes sense for you with the whole region and everything. It's not unusual for some sort of device like this to be present, though in this particular place, the setting seems a bit off. But as these fairies now have disappeared, you can actually see as you look around you and you start heading back towards the caravan that the mist starts to dissipate. And there's a bit more color and stuff in the the plant life, and even those mounds and those hills around you start taking on a different shade. You weren't aware of it at first because of the change being so gradual, but now that it's ending, there seems to have been some sort of temporary effect over the area that was actually muting the colors as well. And you also suspect that that had something to do with this link to possibly the Shadow Realm.
Before we go back, I want to check the bodies of the things that we killed.
All right.
Yeah, I want to recover my my bolts.
Okay, so you guys who want to recover bolts, you can give me survivor rolls, please. Regarding the few odds and ends of coins that you found there, you find about 17 pieces of silver, 5 pieces of gold, and a single platinum piece.
Can I roll survival for Oceanus?
Sure, you can do that.
He shot like 1 or 2 bolts, didn't he?
Yeah. So, Xerxes, you get your bolts back. Cyan, your bolts are gone.
Yeah, makes sense.
And then for old Oceanus, he also manages to get his bolts back. In more or less one piece. Good enough to be used again.
I'd like to believe he actually found Cyan's bolts and just claimed them as his own.
I think that's more likely Xerxes with that natural 20. Alright. So you guys head back, and most of you guys, except for that one guy that got ripped up by the thorns, it was an unsettling experience, but you survived it alright. There wasn't too much damage done and all that. But you explain this strange tale to old Jackdaw, and he says, the region... No, this is now him drawing from his elven heritage. He says, the Fae folk have always had a presence in these hills, though it is unusual for the Unseelie court to be present, as you tell him this whole tale. But he says, we'll have to put warnings up. If that portal stone remains where it is, I wonder if somebody activated it from this side, or if it can be activated from this side, or if it's more a case that the Unseelie folk can enter our world through it at will. Either way, we'll have to mention it to the town council and perhaps even to the guards in Seaton when we get there, that they warn travelers going along the road that this might happen to them as well. But a good job at getting most of yourselves back without any harm. And you see like that one guy that was damaged, he's busy getting bandaged up a little bit by a friend. But all in all, spirits are high, and doesn't take very long and you guys are back on the road. About 3 or 4 hours later, with the time that was lost in this little expedition, Jackdaw does call a halt. There isn't really much of a camping ground as such. It's just more a small clump of trees next to the road. And he says, sends out a call, shouts out. He says, start forming basically setting up some pickets, making sure everything is in like a little wagon circle. We're going to be camping here for the night. Break out the provisions, break out some of the watered wine, and I'll start assigning guard duty to you in a moment. And he's just basically busying himself with all of this. And I just noticed what the time is. It is now 9:10, and I think I might actually say let's call it there for the evening. And we will do this again on Wednesday. Continue the journey.
Sounds good.
All right. Thank you very much, everybody. So you had an interesting encounter with little shits. You killed the little shits. You mean? I mean, they're tiny.
Like in fairness, they weren't hard to kill.
They weren't. But I just like the imagery of them firing these tiny little bows. These like little needles.
I feel like every time it hit, it was like between that one plate and the armor.
Yes. Are you wearing chainmail or plate mail?
I think I actually can't remember. This is how long it's been. God damn it! I can't remember what armor I'm wearing.
Anyway,
I don't think it's black.
I'm chain, so it's between like one
the
of the
links
links in the chain.
Brilliant. All right, thank you very much. Thanks to the guys who are in chat as well. I didn't actually see you there, Isaac. Too many things open on the screens with this. But thanks for joining us. Yeah, join us again on Wednesday night at 7 p.m. South African Standard Time. Hopefully, are we all good to go for Wednesday, you guys?
Yeah.
Okay,
Wednesday,
awesome.
yes.
Yes,
Cool.
this Wednesday.
Yes, this Wednesday. And you know what? Thursday's a public holiday, yeah.
I'm a maybe for that because I got a mate's birthday on that day.
Okay. No, well, let's rather stick to the Wednesday. We'll do something else on the Thursday. But yeah.
I'll keep you guys posted. I may he may only do something weekends, so maybe and plus I'm working half day anyway, so
Cool. Oh, well, we can see what happens.
Fuck retail.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good night. Stay safe. And we'll check you later in the week.